Welcome. Today, we're jumping into one of the most powerful life skills you can possibly teach a child: how to set and then actually achieve a goal. Seriously, it's a skill that can shape their entire future. So let's get right into it. We're going to start with just one single number: 20%. So, what do you think this number represents?
Well, that's the increased likelihood of academic success and higher self-confidence for kids who learn this skill. You see, this isn't just some nice-to-have extra credit thing. It's a foundational tool for their development, helping them build real confidence and resilience.
But what's really behind that number? I mean, why is teaching goal setting so incredibly impactful for a kid's development? It's because this is about so much more than just checking boxes off a to-do list. Think of it like this. You're handing your child a roadmap and a compass for their own personal growth. You're equipping them to navigate challenges for the rest of their lives.
And all these benefits, they just work together, creating this powerful, positive cycle. You know, when a kid achieves even a small goal, like, say, learning a new trick on their bike or remembering to feed the dog every single day, it builds their confidence. That confidence then encourages them to take on bigger challenges, which develops essential life skills. It fosters responsibility, and this is the big one, it teaches them that their effort leads to improvement. That's the very core of a growth mindset, where they learn they are the ones in control of their own progress.
Okay, so the key to all of this is turning a vague wish into a concrete plan. And the best tool we have for that? It's the SMART framework. This framework is absolutely the key. SMART is basically a checklist that transforms a fuzzy idea into a clear, actionable plan. It forces us to ask, is the goal specific, leaving no room for doubt? Is it measurable so you know exactly when you've hit the mark? Is it both attainable and relevant to what the child actually cares about? And finally, is it time-bound with a clear deadline to create focus? And here's the difference in action. Get better at piano? Well, that's just a wish. But I will practice for 15 minutes every day for 2 weeks. Now that is a plan. You can see it, you can measure it, and most importantly, you can achieve it. All right, so how do we put this framework into practice? Let's walk through a simple blueprint you can use with any child. The very first step is always inspiration. You want to start by getting kids to visualize what they're truly excited about. It doesn't matter if it's becoming a veterinarian or just learning how to bake cookies from scratch. Connecting a goal to a big dream makes the whole process meaningful. A big dream can feel overwhelming, right? So this next step is absolutely crucial: breaking it down. You can think of it just like doing a jigsaw puzzle. You don't stare at 1,000 pieces and feel lost. No, you create a dedicated workspace, you sort the pieces into groups, maybe by color or edge pieces, and you build the frame first. Applying that same exact logic to any goal makes it feel instantly more manageable. You know, visual tracking is such an effective motivator, whether it's a simple checkbox, just marking off days on a calendar, or a classic star chart. Actually seeing the progress provides this tangible sense of accomplishment that really keeps kids engaged and focused. Of course, things don't always go perfectly to plan, and that's a critical lesson in itself. Regular check-ins teach resilience. Asking these simple questions shows kids that, hey, setbacks aren't failures. They're just opportunities to learn, adapt the plan, and make it even better. And finally, maybe the most important step of all: celebrate. Acknowledging those achievements, no matter how small they seem, reinforces all that hard work and builds genuine excitement for whatever challenge comes next. So what's your role in this whole process? Well, it's simple, really. You get to be the coach, the cheerleader, and the guide. Your job is to make the process engaging, not a chore. Be their biggest supporter, and here's a big one: model it yourself. When kids see you setting and working towards your own goals and talking about your progress and your setbacks, it shows them this is a normal, valuable skill for life. Your positive reinforcement is really the key to keeping them motivated when things get tough. Okay, let's bring this all together and really look at the long-term impacts of teaching this skill. This is just so much bigger than finishing a worksheet or cleaning a room. It's about developing the confidence, that growth mindset, and the practical tools they'll need for a lifetime of accomplishments. We're literally teaching them how to turn their dreams into reality. So here's the main takeaway from our explainer today. The journey doesn't start with some massive, intimidating goal. It starts with one small, achievable step. The only question left is, what's that first step going to be?